Hey everyone, welcome to the analytical coding. In today's video, we are going to learn different ways to add column to our data. So you may be wondering why add columns to our data when we are already receiving it in usable formats, right? So we add columns to enrich the data, that is for calculations, categorizations and extract new insights and summaries which helps in reporting or decision making. So, in Power BI, adding a column can be done in different ways depending on the type of data we want to generate. So, we can create a new columns for calculations, transformations, or derived data. So, in today's video, we are going to learn how to add a column from Power Query. So, for that, we have to go to Add Column tab, and here we are having different options to add the column. So the first one is column from examples. Power Query allows you to create a column based on example values. So you provide a few sample outputs and Power Query generates the transformation logic. Like here we are having the data with several columns, that is sales data. Now I am having order date and I need to know that which weekday is that particular order date is. That is either Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. By getting the weekday, I can analyze that on which day there are more sales while I am doing the reporting in the front end, that is Power BI desktop. So for that, I am going to create a new column, that is column from examples, and the from selection, that is from the selected column order date. Now based on this order date, generate all the weekdays. Click on this column and here we can get some examples. Power Query automatically gives some examples. We can choose from that. So here I want which weekday it is. That is a week name. Let me double click on that. And if I click on OK, it generates for all the rows. Click on OK. So you can see that the day name for that particular order date, that is 1st Jan 2024, is Monday. So by doing this particular step, we can get to know which weekday it is, and when we are doing some reporting in the front end, we can know so on which day how many sales are done. So we can analyze some features. So for these cases, if we are having some examples, then we can go with column from examples and choose that. And coming to the next one, it is custom column. So it allows you to write our own M code. So M code is nothing but whenever we apply some steps, we can see here the applied steps, right? So the code that is running behind this applied step is M code, which can be seen here, right? So whenever we are performing some steps, Power Query will write automatically the M code. Okay. Now in the custom column, we are going to write our own M code so that we can create a conditional expression or a mathematical formula, right? So let me click on custom column, and here we need to give our column name. Here I am going to create profit. So here, coming to the formula section, I want to calculate profit by subtracting the cost amount from the sales amount. So click on sales amount and insert and subtract it. Click on cost amount and insert. So this is the formula I need to perform so I can get the profit. Click on OK. Now you can see the column with the profit. So this is the example for custom column. So we can create our own functions or own formulas and create our columns. So that is what custom columns. And coming to the conditional column, it is GUI based option where you can create a column based on conditions. It's like an if statement. So click on conditional column, and here I need to create a column that is sales category. So here you can see that compared to custom column where we are writing our own formula, here we are only choosing the columns, and based on that conditions the value is get populated into our column. That is, here if sales amount is greater than 1000, I need it to be high. And again add another clause, else if again sales amount, if it is also greater than 500, I need it to be medium. If not, I need it to be low category, and click on OK. You can see clearly that here we are not writing any formulas, but we are using the interface and getting our own values, right? Click on OK, and you can see that sales category. And here we can see some errors. Yes, it is because of the null values present in that row. We can see this row is not useful as we are having all the null values for that particular row, right? So I can remove it by going to the home and remove rows and remove errors. Now our data is good. So again going to the add column, we have seen the conditional column, and the next one is index column, right? So it adds an index column to our table. So either starting from 0 or 1. Here in the drop down we can see that either to start from 0 or start from 1. So when I click on start from 0, you can see this index column is started from 0 and the value is continuous, right? We can also start from 1 and increment it by 1 or the value we want, and click on OK. So this is what index column is. And we are also having the duplicate column option where we can duplicate our column and do some transformations so that our original column will not be lost, right? So here we can see that sales amount. Let us assume that amount is in dollars and we want another column which is displayed in terms of euros. So I can do that by clicking on duplicate column and multiplying with some, let us assume it to be 0.93, so that we can multiply that dollars values by 0.93 so that we can get the euro values, and click on OK and rename it to be sales amount in euros. Okay, so these are the different options we can add the column into our Power Query. So in the add column tab we are having different options so that we can create our own columns from our data. So we can add a column from the Power Query, or we can add it from the front end, that is Power BI desktop, using DAGs. Like we can also create measures, calculated columns, which we will cover in the upcoming videos. So adding a column from Power Query is best for data transformations before loading the data model. So if you find this video helpful, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.